Welcome back, Agent. Today we'll be going over how to get around a glitch that removes your ability to use specials. Basically what's going on here is I was in the incursion, Valken lost, and what ended up happening was my skills stopped working. Basically I used one of them too fast and it just stopped working outright. So things that I tried to do here to get this fixed. So my sticky bombs would work only if I double tapped them, but basically that's not how I use my sticky bombs. I like to know exactly where they're going first. But my heal wasn't working at all. So as for that, what ended up happening was I first tried to use the skill again, and it failed. It showed up on the ground, but then quickly disappeared. The next thing I tried there would be, I tried reloading my gun, seeing if that would do anything. Nope, that wouldn't work. The next thing I tried doing was unloading my gun, and then forcing a reload, seeing if that would work for my skills at all. But no, of course that didn't work. Tried killing an enemy to see if that would bring it back somehow, and no, that didn't do anything either. I tried the self-heal. Yeah, as for that, none of that worked at all. I tried, so instead I said, you know what, for the time being, fuck it. I'll swap out my sticky bomb for my pulse. And so, yeah, so I swapped it out for my pulse, and then my pulse wouldn't work. Used it, well, actually, it's probably gonna come up here in a second. Used it all in like a couple of seconds, and it wasn't working. Basically, it wouldn't show anyone up, and bam, bam, you can see me, throwing them out like crazy here, and they weren't working at all. So then what ended up happening was, I said to myself, well, what if I reset the whole thing? When I came up here and I was all, about to die, I was like, well, what if I, decide instead to just let myself die and get someone to pick me up real quick? And so eventually that's exactly what I did. I said, let's see what happens if I go down and get somebody to pick me up real quick. Now what I will say is the pulse didn't work immediately. However, what you'll see here is my heal. I'll shoot at the ground here and it'll work. So then I switched back over to my sticky bomb instead of my pulse, and it was back to working fine. So that's basically how you get around the skill blocking glitch. Yeah, that's basically it. So the last thing I just want to say is I want to say a big thank you to Max Mosier for letting me use his music. Fella's an awesome fella, he got good music.